back. This is hole number 8 of the fall major. It's a par 4. It's a fun par 4 because there's several different ways to play it. I'll show you a couple versions here and tell you a little bit more about the other ones. On this particular shot here, what I did was use an extra mile 7. You can use an extra mile 6 and maybe even an extra mile 5, but with an extra mile 5 you'll have to overpower it quite a bit. Extra mile 6 you overpower it pretty much like I did in this shot. And with this shot I used a Titan ball and I overpowered it just a little bit. And you give it full top, full right spin. And what you're trying to do is drive it over top of the trees like I do on this shot here. Just shoot it straight over the trees, hit it into the rough, and hopefully bounce onto the green. On this particular shot, I grade it to the right. So what it did was it took a hop into the trap and bounced out of the trap because of the momentum. So I was still safe. Pretty much a win-win shot. Gives you a very easy chip for an eagle there. So like I said, full top, full right. What I was trying to do was go just to the left of that sand trap and then trickle on. But seeing I hit great, it hit the trap with the momentum, it bounced right out. There you go. Easy eagle opportunity. That's one way to play it. Now another way to play it is how I'm going to show you in this next shot here. We'll have to go with my front 9 to show you that shot. That's Eagle Peak 4C. And what we did with this shot here, I believe, is we set the target up before the sand trap on the right hand side. And we went full top, one left. And I believe what we're trying to do is go in between the trees here. And we're trying to hit a little bit of the rough down at the bottom of the hill, and we're trying to bounce that out of there and roll onto the green. The problem with this particular shot is I think we missed the rough altogether. Okay, this is that fellow's shot. That's not ours. Okay, the problem with this shot is we missed the rough altogether, and it bounced past the rough and took a bad bounce into the sand trap. So you just have to watch where the ball guide's going. You can do this shot with an extra mile 2, extra mile 5, 6 or whatever, and give it full top. So like I said, we're trying to go in between the trees here. Give it about a half a ball curl. I believe the ball guide was lined up dead center of a tree, and by giving it curl, you're actually going to miss the tree. And as you can see in that shot there, we did not hit the rough at the bottom of the hill. So we should have had the ball or the target moved a little bit further back, or we could have possibly took a top spin off it by 1 bar or so. But that's the idea of that shot. There's another shot where that sand trap is where you seen we set the target up there. We'll do a replay. Is you can set it on the other side of that sand trap. And I believe give it no top, no spin to the side at all. And just shoot it down there with your extra mile. That's that guy's shot again. Like I said, you can shoot it past the sand trap. And just use an extra mile, no top, no left, no right. Just shoot it down in there, and it'll pretty much bounce onto the fairway down below. You can even use a plain ball if you wanted to. But there's a fairly wide open fairway just after the on the opposite side of that sand trap there. There's also another way to play this hole is by doing a curl, and you're curling it or hooking it with a special hook from the right hand side of that fairway onto the green. And I think you give it full left spin and maybe a bar or two of backspin. But you'll have to test that one out. I never really tested the waters on that. I'll probably do that during next tournament or during some practice time. But that's basically a couple of the shots. I'd like to show you some more later, but give you an idea how to play it. Anyways, thanks for watching, folks. That's hole number 8. We'll see you on hole number 9.